Garmin is officially panicking. For years, the Apple Watch Ultra has been nipping at the heels of hardcore endurance athletes, but Cupertino just got caught flat-footed. Massive factory data leaks just tore open Garmin's entire late 2026 hardware roadmap, and if these schematics are even half right, the upcoming Fenix 9 Pro is about to completely break the smartwatch industry. We are talking about a total structural shift in how flagship outdoor wearables are built, introducing a display technology that makes Apple's current OLED tech look like a relic from a decade ago. Honestly, I'm usually pretty skeptical when it comes to early supply chain rumors, but the concrete engineering changes leaked here are staggering. If you've been eyeing a current generation sports watch or wondering if Tim Cook has an actual response plan for Apple Park later this year, you need to hear this. Let's start with the absolute visual centerpiece because this is what everyone in the supply chain is losing their minds over. According to Ross Young, Garmin is completely abandoning the traditional compromises of the past. For years, if you bought a premium multisport watch, you had to make a painful choice. You either went with a gorgeous high-contrast AMOLED screen that aggressively murdered your battery life, or you settled for a dull, washed-out memory and pixel display, just to make sure your device survived a multi-day backcountry trek. The Fenix 9 Pro kills that compromise entirely by jumping straight into ultra-premium MicroLED technology. DigiTimes just published an internal supply chain report confirming that Garmin has secured a specialized MicroLED matrix capable of pushing an astonishing peak brightness of up to 4,500 nits. To put that into perspective, that blows past everything currently on the market while drawing significantly less continuous power than current panels. Because MicroLED uses microscopic individual light-emitting diodes without needing a unified backlight, you get those perfect, ink-black contrast levels alongside extreme visibility under direct, harsh alpine sunlight. It means true, uncompromised readability when you're navigating a technical ridge or running a 100-mile ultramarathon, all without cooking your battery. I'll believe it when I see it on my own wrist, but on paper, this absolutely crushes Apple's current display efficiency targets. But how does Garmin turn this into what the leaks are calling a forever battery? That's where the structural engineering gets wild. Mark Gurman recently hinted that competitors are struggling with solar panel transparency, but Garmin's engineering teams just pulled off a massive triumph. Up until now, adding a solar charging ring meant putting a visible, bronze-tinted layer over the sapphire crystal, which noticeably degraded screen clarity and ruined your viewing angles. Reports from the ELEC indicate that the Fenix 9 Pro will debut a highly advanced, fully invisible solar 3.0 layer integrated directly within the display stack itself. This allows the watch to harvest ambient solar energy across the entire surface of the watch face with double the conversion efficiency of older generations. The distracting outer ring is completely gone. When you pair this invisible solar stack with the micro-LED screen, the smart management system inches incredibly close to a true, indefinite operational runtime in standard GPS modes. If you're outside in daylight, the watch practically charges itself faster than it drains. Which feature would actually make you drop cash on a premium watch like this? Is it an infinite battery or the display? Let me know in the comments because I'm genuinely torn. Beyond the screen, Garmin is completely overhauling its safety and communication infrastructure to take a direct shot at Apple's satellite features. Ming Chi Kuo is reporting that Garmin is embedding an updated SatLink 360 transceiver directly into the watch's Grade 5 titanium bezel architecture. Unlike previous software lock systems we've seen tech companies throw together, this dedicated antenna array handles true two-way satellite messaging and emergency SOS broadcasting globally, completely independent of your phone's cellular network. If you slip on a remote trail outside of cell service, your watch isn't just a recording device anymore. It's a literal lifeline to search and rescue teams. On top of that, a new global unified LTE chip designed from the Asian supply chain Comp1. NTS list means a single watch model will support premium cellular safety, tracking, and phoneless data syncing across multiple continents without needing regional hardware variants. It makes you realize just how much the standard Apple tax hurts when you have to pay extra for cellular capabilities that should just be built in. Navigational accuracy is also getting a massive hardware boost that will appeal directly to serious explorers. Look, traditional multiband GPS is fine, but it still struggles with major signal deflection when you're trapped inside deep granite canyons or heavy tree canopy. To counter this, Macro discovered patents showing a highly sophisticated tri-band GNSS antenna system. By pulling positioning data from a third frequency band simultaneously, the internal processor cross-references signal arrival times to drop positional errors down to a sub-meter, 50 centimeter level. Your real-time pace metrics won't fluctuate wildly when you pass a cliffside, and your maps will match your actual footsteps perfectly instead of zigzagging across rivers or off mountain edges. Even the health sensors on the back of the casing are undergoing huge changes with the debut of the Elevate Gen 6 optical matrix. Shrimp Apple Pro leaked that this sensor configuration uses a deeper, multi-diode arrangement that penetrates the skin layer more efficiently to filter out motion artifacts during heavy movement. This hardware upgrade unlocks two critical metrics that athletes have been begging for. First, you get medical-grade, non-invasive blood pressure trend insights to monitor cardiovascular strain over weeks of heavy training blocks. Second, there's a real-time sweat loss and biometric hydration coaching algorithm. By monitoring skin temperature, localized microsweat generation, and heart rate variations, the watch alerts you exactly how many milliliters of fluids and electrolytes you need to consume mid-activity to avoid cramping. Garmin follows a very predictable premium product launch cadence, and our sources place the official unveiling right in the late summer to early autumn window of 2026, targeting that typical August through October release framework just in time for fall marathon season. Because of these massive industrial upgrades like MicroLED and the satellite transceiver hardware, the pricing will firmly reflect its premium status. Expect the standard 43 and 47 mm editions to start right around $999, while the top-tier 51 mm Sapphire Solar editions will easily push past the $1,100 mark. If you're looking at the current market trying to decide whether to buy a watch today or hold out for this, it really comes down to timing. If you have an immediate race, buy what's available. But if you want a device that completely future-proofs your training with groundbreaking display tech, sub-meter tracking, and unmatched off-grid satellite safety, saving your budget for the Fenix 9 Pro is absolutely the smartest play you can make.